What is going on, everyone? My name is Akiiol and this is my HSR account. For context, I am 𝙀𝙬𝙋𝘵𝗍 and I've been playing Honkai Starrail ever since the game came out. Feel free to use this video as something you can play in the background, some type of podcast, something like that, because it's going to be a very long video. And so without any further ado, let us get started to touring my Honkai Starrail account.
Hey.
So here we go. For team 1, this was the very beginning team I used. And you're gonna see a pattern with these two for a long while because I did not pull for anyone. So you're gonna see a long pattern of these two characters just being in the same team for like multiple of these. But yeah, I got 𝘖𝗍𝗲. This is who I was re-rolling for the first time. Or no, I was re-rolling for 𝗀𝗀 and I did get 𝗀𝗀, very luckily. And that was really nice, right? I got 𝗀𝗀, then I got 𝘖𝗍𝗲, but I never really built her after that. I think this was the main light cone I was putting on her, but I never continued building her, after I was done with her, basically. So here she is. Again, Tracy's aren't even max, not max level. I guess I should, yeah, there we go. I didn't even favorite her. My bad, I'm sorry, 𝘖𝗍𝗲. This S1 was not in the past. I got this when I lost my 50-50. But yeah, we have 𝗀𝗀 here, 𝗀𝗏𝗏, and 𝗏𝗰. The reason why I said these two are going to be a reoccurring characters that are going to be part of the team is because I never pulled for any supports.
You're on it's like your brain doesn't fucking work. You idiot. You're honestly an idiot. I don't know what's wrong with you.
For blade wise, I remember saving up a lot for Kafka, but I really like Blade, so I ended up getting him, and I ended up getting, also very lucky, getting his E1 when he first came out. So I got two of him. This E2 was from me losing the 50-50 again. But yeah. Here's his stats, 71.8 or 72% and 192% crit damage over the crit rate. Max Traces, light cone. I mean, he's really nice. I love Blade. One of the coolest units they've released. And even to this day, I really like Blade. It's just that obviously he gets like very power crap. That's why I don't use him as much anymore, even with his buffs. But he's still fun to play. Like if I'm forced to use a team, I'm gonna put Blade, right? Next team obviously is when Kafka did come out. We have Kafka here. I mean, everyone was going crazy for Kafka when she came out. I mean, I remember like the hype around it. But here's her stats: 139 speed, 3,666 attack. Lots of effect hit rate. I did get her light cone, and this, when I got her light cone, it was actually the morning of when I had to go to school. So it was really crazy when I got it because I did one single pull and I just ended up getting Kafka's light cone. But here she is, maxed out everything. I mean, it's Kafka. No Eidolons though. I really wanted the capo, but yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna try and get it now because I don't even have high ceiling, so I can't really do anything about that. And I really don't have a good DOT team, not unless I pull for Black Swan and high ceiling, which I'm not gonna do. I mean, dude, there's too much. there's too much stuff, man. Well, I'm actually gonna burning through these, but I guess it makes the video a bit shorter. But we got Imbibitor Lune. Imbibitor Lune came out with 𝗀𝗏. Like 𝗀𝗏 came after Imbibitor Lune, but I didn't pull for her for some reason. Because my idiot self thought that, yeah, pulling for Imbibitor Lune was a smarter choice, give me more DPS. I didn't even get his light cone, so I had to use a destruction one, but here's his stat. 127 speed, 72% crit rate, 161% crit damage. I mean, he's not bad. No Eidolons either. I got all these stats, by the way, from like just my relics alone. I mean, my relics were pretty good on him. I mean, yeah, like they aren't the best, but like they're pretty crazy, especially that one. If I had crit rate, it would have been even better. But yeah, I mean, if these two were better, if they both had crit rate, I definitely could have had a higher crit rate. Maybe I could have had 80% crit rate, or not even 80, like at least 78% crit rate, which would have been, a lot more better. But yeah, here's my what team is this? Here's my 4th team that I've ever used. I didn't even use this team a lot because moving on to the 5th team that I have, we had Jingliu here. He pretty much took over Dan Hong's spot of my DPS. That's my DPS, I mean. And she was my main DPS for a very long time. I got lucky and got her E1 at the same 10 pull. If I had the picture, I mean, I would have definitely like took it and sent it and put it into this video, but I don't. But yeah, I mean, this wasn't her. This wasn't obviously her set. It was the. Where was it? Okay, I don't think I have it anymore. I think I get no. This was her set before the Hunters, the Glacial Forest set. But I put this one on because of her buff. So here's her stat right now. I think her stat honestly was a lot better way back. Like with the original set I had on, her stats were way better than this. But I had to switch it because she went from her abilities. She's HP scaling now, so that's what I did. But yeah, I had Bronya, 𝗶𝘁, and 𝗵𝗏. I don't remember the exact team I had though, because I remember I did erase this team, and I literally just put this team back again for this video. But I don't remember what team I had, but I do remember I had Sunday instead of Bronya here and some other characters. I just don't remember who it was. But yeah. But if I were to make the team at that time, it would be Jingliu, Bronya, 𝗶𝘁, and 𝗵𝗏. If this was me when Jingliu released. So for Team 6, I mean, this was when the power creep of Honkai Starrail really started to like go crazy. Was when Acheron came out. And this team obviously is not like when Acheron released, because obviously I would have had like 𝗶𝘁, another 𝗏𝗏𝗏, and like Gallagher. But this is the current team when I left it. My current team when I left it. So here's Acheron. He is E2. One of my first characters that I really went out of my way to get E2 for, because she was really good at E2, and I really loved Acheron. Raiden Mei, you know, from Honkai Impact, and Raiden Shogun from Genshin Impact. I mean, it's the Raiden stuff, you know. Like I had to. One of my favorite characters. Her stats aren't the best. Like, I mean, dude, 54% crit rate and 214% crit damage, not that good. I did try my best though. I mean, these are my stats on it. This one was a pain in the ass. I think the body piece was really what really threw me off, as well as the feet piece, because like none of these just went well. I had this one, but everything else didn't really roll right. And I do remember spending a lot of rerolls on them, but I just never could get the right stat. Same with this. No double crits, so I mean my Acheron was like build wise really mid, and this is what I end up with, and I never really fixed it after that. But yeah, she was my longtime DPS, even when 𝗏𝗁 came out, bro. Like I never used anyone else other than Acheron. She was like my main DPS, and I really love this character. I mean, you would see if you guys check my shorts, my YouTube shorts, I remember making an edit of this character. I think 2 edits, which was really crazy. I don't even think 2, that was 4 edits. I just deleted the other 2. But yeah, I mean, here's Acheron. Really love it. Really nice character. I mean, like, if she gets a buff in the future, that'll be great. But I mean, I highly doubt that. I mean, 𝗖𝗎 didn't even get a buff yet. For some reason, they gave buffs to Blade, Kafka, and I don't know who the other one was, but they gave buffs to them. And I mean, 𝗏𝗏𝗏, yeah, 𝗏𝗏𝗏. Now, I was gonna pull for Firefly. I don't know who was in that patch with Firefly, or who was way before Firefly, right? But I never got her, and so I went with the other option of getting Rappa instead, and I ended up getting her Light Cone and E1, which is really nice. If I'm being honest, I think this was one of the characters I was really having trouble building with as well, because I needed a certain speed. I don't know if it was 160 or 155, 158, I don't know, but I needed a high speed count. I just couldn't reach it outside of battle. But she had 223% crit, not crit, break effect for E1. And you know, even up till now, Rappa has been such a great unit. Like I haven't like every time I use her, she literally just clears the content without any issue whatsoever, which I think is really, really good for a character that's this old. Like, I don't even, like, when did she come out? I guess it doesn't really tell us when I got the character. Yeah, well, it'll tell us in the data bank when we got the character, I think. But yeah, I mean, Rappa's still good. Such a really good unit. And even with when Dahlia comes out next patch, hey, she's gonna be even more crazier. Because now, I mean, I believe, right? Because Fugue, there's no way Fugue isn't gonna get replaced, right? Is it Fugue? It's either Fugue or Ruin Mei that's gonna get refused. It's definitely not 𝘶 because she's a staple to this team as a support healer. It's either one of these two, and it might be Ruin Mei if I'm being honest, but I don't know, right? So I mean, Rappa's still great, an amazing unit I still use up to this day, and I really love this unit as well. One of the teams I use for MOC, Apocalyptic Shadows, and the other one, I don't know what the game mode name is. I don't really care. I literally, whenever it resets, I just go up and clear it. That's all I do. So now we're gonna be moving on to Amphorius stuff, or semi-Amphorius, because here we have the theherta team. Why would I not pull for the theherta, man? This is my theherta, pretty mid, if I'm being honest. Relic, I mean, I tried again. This is one of the characters where I really tried as well. It's the Acheron situation again, man. But her crit damage was way too low, so I opt for this piece instead of this one. That's why she doesn't have extra crit rate. And for her chest piece, I mean, it's decent, it's nothing crazy. Her boots again is in the same position. It's okay, but it's nothing crazy. This piece was pretty good, and this piece was okay-ish. I mean, both of them are actually okay-ish, but for what I got, I mean, it's not bad. The theherta still clears a lot. She's really good still. I mean, I have her best team right here. Anaxa, Trebi, and Hyacinth. Like, she's still really crazy. I mean, for the most part, I don't even use Hyacinth here. I put 𝘶 because Hyacinth is occupied in the next team I'm going to be showing you. But yeah, the theherta, one of the best characters in the game. Best design characters. I mean, it's theherta, bro. Like, what the fuck, man. Such a dope character, man. Going on to the next team here is the current team that I actually use a lot. I mean, surprise, surprise. I made a video on Castorice here. And me 𝗖_ing her, which is crazy. I mean, here, I'll show you guys. Here's my Castorice. 58% crit rate, 28% crit damage. I do wish this was a bit higher, but it's fine. I would have went for 65% crit rate, but I wouldn't even know where I get that. Her artifacts is as the best they can possibly be for me, without me having to reroll anymore. This is such a bummer. If it rolled all into crit rate, or even 3 into crit rate, that would have been so much better. Her boots are really nice. Her planar ornament is absolutely diabolical, bro. 4 rolls into crit damage is insane. And her HP rope piece is absolutely crazy as well. Really, really good. I mean, all of my rolls for Castorice went really well, surprisingly, which is what I wanted, right? One of my favorite characters in the game. I mean, my favorite character in the game so far. Like, no doubt about it. This is the character I was waiting for. And here's the E6 to prove it. But yeah. I mean, I love Castorice, bro. This design, she has a scythe, she has a dragon. I mean, like, what else could I be asking for, bro? She has everything I wanted in one character. And there was just no way. Right? There was just no way I wasn't gonna max this character out. And I usually don't do. I mean, I've never done that. Except for this character. Castorice is one of the best characters in this game. I mean, up for me at least. I just love this character so much. And her team consists of Cyrene, which I did get. Okay, I did get River Knight and Hyacinth. This is the best in-slot team for her. The premium Omega Giga Alpha Omega team for Castorice. I mean, the team before this wasn't any different. It was Castorice, Trebi, Evernight, and Hyacinth. The team even before that was castorice, Tribi, and I think RMC. Was it RMC? I don't remember. RMC and Hyacinth, or someone else. I don't even remember who I replaced Evernight with. Who I replaced with for Evernight. I don't remember who it was, but this is the current team for my castorice, and it is absolutely diabolical how good this team is for now. I don't know in the future, but yeah. And the current latest team I have, or I guess this should be the current latest team because of Cyrene, but the current latest team I had pulling before Cyrene was Final. I did not get Cyrene. I could not get her. I just did not want her because my Final wasn't really that crazy invested in. I mean, my Final still did. Okay, sorry. My Final still did have. Like from Final here. My Final still did have his not his Eidolon, but his S1. His relics were really nice as well. It's nothing crazy, but I managed to get into a pretty good crit to crit damage ratio here. I do wish I did hit 210% crit damage, but I'm not gonna ask for more, right? And if I could remember properly, I don't know which piece it was, but yeah, it was the physical. It was this piece right here. I could not for the life of me get a good piece here with really high crit damage, and so that's why he's stuck with very low crit damage here. His Eidolons are, there's no Eidolons, no E1, E2. If I was still crazy about Finon, I would definitely E2 him, but I mean, I'm not doing that. Not in this day and age, bro. I did get his light cone for free. I did not have to spend anything for it, which is absolutely amazing. But yeah, here's my Finon. So moving on to my characters here, I'll be showing them to you guys as well. And as you guys can see here, we'll start off with the very beginning to the very end, and I will go over all of my characters here. Actually, I think it's better if I do it on or no, I don't. Okay, I can actually find them here. It's fine. We're good. We can start off with the Remembrance MC, or the MC in general. I chose the female MC, of course. Why not? Why wouldn't I? I love the female MC. I like her design much more better than the male MC, just because of the hair. Just like it a lot. I don't know. Something about the female MC is really nice. I first started this game on the 2023, April 27, which I think was the release date of when Honkai Starrail came out. Unless I'm wrong, but when did Honkai Starrail release? Yeah, it released globally on April 26, so I mean, yeah, pretty much on start date, man, is when I played this game. Start date until now, which is currently November 10th of 2025, which is really insane. I've been playing this game for almost 2 years now. Or has it been 2 years? I think it has been 2 years, my bad. For almost 3 years now, I don't know. Of course, E6, RMC, E6, Harmony MC, E6, TMC, E6, DMC. Maxed out on every single one, and of course I put this really nice ornament on her head. I think this is the best one, if I'm being honest, apart from the mem one. Moving on to my next character is Himiko. I think he was one of the first characters I lost my 50-50 to. I think, maybe not. No, I doubt that. Oh no, I guess she was. Yeah, 1104 was when I got her. No Eidolons, but I actually really do like Himiko's design, man. It's unfortunate that this character is really bad. And I mean, I really hope that they do buff her somehow so that she's usable at least in one of the game modes that needs AoE, because she's a really nice, well-designed character, and it's just really unfortunate that she doesn't really get much use because of just how bad she is. Like, I mean, it's obviously she's still usable, but there's other alternatives, better characters that are, you know, that could perform even better than her. I mean, obviously, right? But what I'm trying to say is that if they buff her, it'll be really nice. Because I do want to build Himiko. I pulled Wealth after Himiko. His Eidolons are E2. Surprisingly enough, I did build Wealth. And the reason for why I built Wealth was because we're the Acheron team. I remember someone making a hyper carry Wealth build, and they had to use like 4-piece eagle set with Von Whack. And what basically did for Wealth is always made him advance, so you can always get turns for him, which then you apply slow down or whatever Wealth applies to the enemy, so you can stack up the buffs for Acheron's ultimate. So yeah, that was pretty much Wealth's role, but obviously I took him off. I put better units in there because Wealth wasn't always going to be a staple part of that team. So yeah. Still such a cool unit. I mean, I remember when he came out, I really wanted to get him, and I did. And he reminded me of Aizen from Bleach, so that's why I, you know, obviously got him. But it was also built from Honkai Impact, and that's also another reason. Now we got Kafka here, which, I mean, August, but yeah, I mean, it should be Blade, but it's whatever. I got Kafka here on August 9, and we already went over Kafka. No traces, no Eidolons, no nothing. Just Kafka. I did get her light tone, which I did say on the team section, so I'm not gonna go over Kafka anymore. I'm gonna be moving on to the next character here. We got Archer here. This was the free character from the Fate collab. Miyashiro Archer. Oh my bad, I guess I spoiled that for the people.
You idiot! You're honestly an idiot. I don't know what's.
But you wouldn't even know, because unless you watch the anime, which I doubt you guys have, unless some of you have. I mean, actually no, you all probably have if you're watching this video, because my channel is mainly Fate content related. Yeah, here's Archer. They kind of slimmed him down, if I'm being honest. This guy was way buffer in the anime. I don't know why they slimmed him down. His face is kind of, I don't know, kind of weird. Here's Bronya, 4/28, April 28, so 27, 21, yeah, 27 days after the game, I finally got her. She's E3 currently. I mean, I would rather pull more copies of her than 𝗀𝗏𝗏 or anyone else, but it is what it is. But yeah, here's Bronya. A fact here is that I could not for the life of me pull her light cone, which was really annoying because I really did want her light cone, but I could just never get it. I did eventually get it, obviously, because they put the light cones in the shop, and then I just bought the light cone from there. But man, this was one of the light cones her light cone I could never just get. It was really infuriating. Here's 𝘖𝗍. Again, I'm not gonna go over her E1. I already did it in the character section. Here's 𝗀𝗏𝗏. This guy has been with me for the longest time, and he's also E5, which I did get him when I was pulling for Cyrene, but he's also E5. He has been there ever since what's her name, Jingliu came out. And I think when 𝗀 finally reran and I got 𝗀, that's when I finally had to bench 𝗀𝗏𝗏 because I had 𝗀 now. And that's when I started pulling for Harmony characters as well as Abundance, you know, all the support characters when I finally started focus on them. But yeah, here's 𝗀𝗏𝗏, man. Goated unit has been with me for the longest time, and I will never forget, man. W unit. And I think I got him, yeah, that's like April, May, June 13. Yeah, June 13. Yeah, I pulled him in June 13. Did I? Okay, June 13. Okay, I guess way before that, on my silly team, I did use someone else. Oh, right. I was using Natasha and someone else, as obviously everyone was using Natasha. There you go. Here's Clara. 2020. Okay, no, this gotta be fake. I don't know if this is like accurate or if this is updated. If they update it. No, they don't, because then why would 𝗀𝗏𝗏? No, it's fine. Okay, I guess I pulled Clara the next year. When yeah, the next year. There's not much else to say about Clara. I mean, I got like 3 over light cones, which I will show later, but yeah, she's E1. It's Clara. I only used her like 1 time. Blade, we already went over Blade in the character team section, so I'm not really gonna go over him again. 𝗀, one of the first support characters I've actually finally pulled for. I maxed her out, obviously. She was really busted when she came out, and even now, I mean, she still has her uses. But obviously, she's like literally just been power crept by 𝗵𝗻𝗄𝗏, which is just crazy. But I hope she does get a buff in the future. She can be an HP scalar support for characters like, you know, Cyrene or like castorice and stuff like that, which would be really nice. I would really love that. But yeah, there's Switchman. Yanqing, my god, bro, this guy. I didn't even know I had E3 of him. I've never used this guy. I actually have never used him. I mean, I guess the person who voices Cyrene on JP and CN voices Yanqing as well. 𝗶𝘁, he's E5. Again, one of the characters that I've really stuck with for a long time as well. 𝗀𝗓𝙁 and her were like my two main characters for healing and stuff. They were like the anchor of the team, you know, like they had to be there, otherwise I was just gonna lose everything. And for the longest time, like I actually really didn't like 𝗶𝘁 because of how her healing works, and it was really annoying. But I mean, I got used to it, and it was like whatever, right? And it ended up working out. I mean, she's still really good, I think. I wouldn't say she's still crazy, but if you're starting Honkai Starrail and you get 𝗶𝘁, I mean, it's still a character that you can use. Jingliu, I already went over. Danhong, I already went over. 𝗖𝗓, here is the character. I did not get his Lyco nor Eidolons. I only pulled him mainly for the Acheron team just to boost her, which it did work. But Acheron obviously has gotten very power crept, so pretty much I barely use the team anymore. But I made a video of when I got 𝗖𝗓. I'll put the time card up there on the screen right now, so if you guys do want to watch that video, because I did pull for Sparkle as well, and I got both of them in that video. So if you want to watch that video and see my reaction to that, it's on the top of the screen. So yeah, 𝗏𝗏, bro. God, this character. The reason why I pulled for 𝗏𝗏 was because I was struggling with my super break team. I was using Gallagher. I think she came out with 𝗀𝗏. This was the time when they did the triple banner thing, where they had the main character they were selling, and then they had 3 more characters that they were trying to give out. So I think it was 𝗏𝗏, Robin, or if not Robin, someone else. But I knew it was 𝗏𝗏, Jade, and someone else. But yeah, I pulled for 𝗀𝗏, and then I spent to get 𝗏𝗏. Right? And that pretty much, you know, stabilized my super break team. She has no Eidolons, but she's max traces. She doesn't have her Light Cone either. 𝗀𝗏 is the same. I mean, I already told you guys I pulled for 𝗀𝗏 and 𝗏𝗏 because for my super break team. And yeah, it was in December 2025. ♀𝗏 was one of the first characters, right? When I said that I finally started pulling for supports, was the first character I believe that I finally actually got when I started doing that. Because I knew I needed support characters, and ♀𝗏 was just really good. I heard everyone saying they were really good, so I had to get her. I got her E0 S0. I did not get her E1. This is from the shop. Same with her Light Cone. I have her Light Cone. But yeah, since I can't see the Light Cone, I am just gonna go here and find ♀𝗏. It's an easier pick. Here we go. So far we already have looked at most of these characters. So yeah, here's ♀𝗏 with her Light Cone. Oops, my bad. 150 speed, 201% break effect. I mean, it's pretty good, right? It's nothing crazy, but it's still pretty good. Here's my 𝗖𝗓's chat. What the hell? Stats. Again, no Light Cone. Same with 𝗏𝗏. Same with 𝗀𝗏. And yeah, I guess we'll move on to Robin now. So here's Robin. One of the characters as well. I mean, continuing on from ♀𝗏, the characters that I was like really putting for supports Here's Robin. I got her because she was really good. Everyone said that she was really good. That's why I got Robin. And yeah, honestly, as for Robin's design, I really love it. Except for her, I don't know why her eyes are like that, but there's something about the eyes. I don't know. It's kind of throwing me off. See, it looks fine there. I think it's just when she's just fucking staring at you, man, that I find really weird. But it is what it is. I'll talk about these guys later on. I'll just move down the line here. Here's Anaxagoras. Again, I pulled him mainly for, like, it's the same thing with like Hyuga and Lingsha. I pulled Anaxagoras for the Herta's reason, because I needed Anaxagoras to help the Herta do a lot more damage and to just apply all the weakness breaks, but very much so a lot more easier, so that I could use him anywhere, right? I could use the Herta anywhere with Anaxagoras, because again, he applies weakness of every typing to any boss, which is really nice. Didn't get his light cone. I didn't feel the need to get it. This was good enough. So here's 𝗏𝗏. One of the characters I really went for, not really actually, I'm saying, I went for 𝗏𝗏 because for castorice. She was needed for castorice, that's why I pulled for her. If 𝗏𝗏 wasn't needed for castorice, I would have never pulled for 𝗏𝗏. Again, I don't really like using small characters. It would have been better if she was 𝗏𝗏ios, but it is what it is. But as for her build, 52% crit rate and 227% crit damage, which wasn't bad. She had better stats before I swapped some of her stuff for castorice to make castorice even better. So yeah, I got her light cone. Again, this was at the time where I was just trying to boost castorice, you know, like get her to be the strongest that she can be. So here are her eidolons. And it might look crazy, right? Because I did say I wasn't going crazy for her, but mind you, I only pulled for E1. These other two came from me building pity, which you should never do because look at the result of it. I got E2 and E3, which are completely useless, except for E2. It deals a lot more damage. But yeah, E3 wasn't needed. That could have been another character, but it's what it is, man. Yeah, that's my 𝗏𝗏. Max out everything. Honestly, if you're gonna pull for any characters in this patch, I would recommend pulling for 𝗏𝗏. I think she just has the highest value out of all these characters. Here is Sparkle. 169% crit damage and 13% crit rate. Don't have her light cone. I really want her light cone. So what I'm doing right now is waiting for the shop for them to put her on the shop as well as for her light cone, because then I could just swap this DDD for her light cone. That's my plan. I've been saving up the stuff from the shop so I can exchange for a light cone, but right now I'm not very happy with my Sparkle. I did get her, I was really happy about it, but I want her light cone. I very much do. Sunday, the GOAT, the man, the myth, the legend. No E1, unfortunately. I did not get his E1 because I did have to spend for him, and I wasn't gonna spend an extra $200 for him, man. There's no way, bro. There's absolutely no way. But here he is, 147 speed, 194% crit damage, and with his light cone. An amazing character. As for his design, honestly, I wasn't really like impressed by it. I actually like his old design better. But I mean, I don't mind the new design now. I think it's grown on me. I always did like his halo though. That's pretty cool. Adventurine the GOAT. This guy was overpowered, man. He would just give you shields like crazy. He still does. I mean, like, he's just insane. Especially if you get his light cone. Give him that 4,000 defense. He is crazy. Unfortunately, I just don't have it because I'm using him for the Acheron team. So I'm putting on Trend of the Universal Market. Which what it does is that when an enemy attacks the wearer, which is Adventurine, he has a chance to inflict burn on them. Is it a max percent chance? Yeah, it's a 120% chance now. It's basically guaranteed for them to just get it because it's 120%. But yeah, amazing unit. I mean, again, the time when I finally actually started playing for support characters and stuff like that. Support characters are very important. That's all I'm gonna say. I mean, there's not much else to say about it, man. Pull for support characters in games like this, they're very important. Alright, so I guess I've finally done every single one of the characters here. Because I've already done Archer, Yanqing, or I guess Dr. Ratio. The free character Dr. Ratio, I never really built him because I didn't have Topaz. I mean, Topaz is in the shop now, which I could very much well just get Topaz, but I'm not gonna do that. I feel no need to get it right now. Maybe in the future if I get a follow-up attack character, then I'll need Topaz, but as for right now, I feel no need. Alright, now we can move on to the characters up here. Cyrene. You know what? No, let's start with Hyacinth first. So here's Hyacinth. I pulled her when I was in the Philippines on my vacation. I got her E1. Really, really good support character, man. An amazing unit you need for the casters team. You can use someone else, but Hyacinth is such a really good unit, man. Really, really good unit. There's really not much else to say about Hyacinth, bro. Absolute unit. 205 speed. That's what you pretty much just need. Crit damage, you could also benefit from. I just mainly focus on her speed to just get her to 205% or 205 speed. Evernight. I promised myself to pull for a 5-star March 7th, and here she is. Evernight. 99 speed. I think that's base speed. Crit damage of 211%. 70% crit rate. I got her light cone. Unfortunately, I did not get her E1 though, which would have been really nice and could have let my casters do a lot more damage, but yeah. Maybe in the future, when I save up, I can try and go for E1 to just boost up casters even more, but yeah, this is my Evernight. Relics. 8,176 HP. Really, really good. And now, for my latest unit, Cyrene. I did make a video before, which I did not get Cyrene, but I ended up getting her anyways, right? From the free pulls and stuff. And yeah, I got her Lycone. You don't really need this. You really could just use this one, which is honestly, it pretty much is the same thing. This one just gives you more speed, which helps you get up to that 200 speed threshold. But yeah, this one is fine. If you don't, if you're gonna focus on something on Cyrene, is her Eidolons. I would get her to E2. Again, I mean, I have E1, but I would focus on getting her E2 before her light cone. I just wanted it because for the aesthetics. But yeah, just 6,020 HP at 1,400 attack and 195 speed. I could not hit the threshold for her speed, which really sucks because you really do, like, I mean, I don't know. I was looking at the guides, sorry. I'm tired, man. I was looking at guides and they said to just really get her speed to 200 plus. But it really is, it's so hard to do it. Because the artifact set, the relic set you'd even want to use for her is this, which basically increases the max HP of your other characters, but it's a set that doesn't really give you speed. If this set increased crit rate and speed instead, then I feel like it would have helped a lot. So even then, right, I had to focus on a two-piece speed set, which was Hackerspace and Sunday's clothes, and this was the best I could come up with. 6 speed, 7 speed, 6 speed, I mean speed there, 5 speed here and 4 speed here. I don't know, I tried. Maybe I could upgrade this in the future and get one where I roll just all speed on this, but I would lower down my crit rate, I mean my crit damage. I don't even have enough crit rate. because the amount of crit rate you want is 50. Okay, so you want 50% crit rate, 200 plus speed, a lot of HP. I think 6,000 is fine. Like any extra HP you get is very important, right? Your main focus is your speed. You want to get it to 200 plus, and your crit rate at least to 40%. Because I think you get 50% when you get her memory sprite. I don't know from where. Is it memory sprite? I don't know where it's from, but I remember someone telling me that you get 50% when you get her memory sprite up. So, yeah. You want to get 200 speed, at least 40% crit rate. 50% is like, I mean, the maximum. And a lot of crit damage as well. She's a really hard character to build. A character that you need to invest in a lot. I'm trying to go for her E2 right now, so I'm trying to save up. Hopefully I get her E2, which would be nice. And, I mean, yeah. E1 is good, E2 is amazing, E4 is where I'd stop. But yeah, I mean, E6 is for the whales. I'm not doing that. It's just too much, you know. But yeah. That's Cyrene. And I guess we're gonna move on to the 4 stars. And I'm honestly, for the 4 stars, I'm just gonna go through their eidolons. E6, E6 Asta, E6 Natasha, E6 Tanhong, E6 Yukong, E6 Hanya, E6 Su Sheng, E6 Luca, E6 Gunaifen, E6 Hook, E6 Misha, E6 Arlen, E6 Zhui, E6 Fingshui, E6 Moza, sorry. And I put their respective light cones on. I tried my best. Except for Gunaifen, she doesn't have one. And Hanya. But yeah. That does it for my character section. So here we are in my inventory. There's a lot of stuff to go through. This is what I have right now after leveling up Cyrene. I would have more, but again, I was leveling up Cyrene, so these are all my stuff. I had way more than this, but again, I had to do Evernight, Dunhong, and then now Cyrene, so I pretty much have nothing left. So yeah. Here are my boss materials. I got a lot of these. I don't even know. I've never used these at all, man. Like, actually never. But yeah, I mean, I farm a lot in this game. I got a lot of these. Like, I never run out of materials. I never run out of materials. Except for these, obviously, but for these stuff, I never do. And that's pretty much it for the upgrade materials. Moving on to the light cones. This is gonna get crazy. These are all my light cones here, the 5-star ones. 3 copies of Clara's, 2 copies of World's light cone, and I finally got 𝗂𝗏𝗏𝗏's light cone, which is really nice. I did lose dude, I lost the 75% on Cyrene's light cone banner, so oh my god. I got 𝗂𝗏𝗏𝗏 instead, but it is what it is. 𝗂𝗏𝗏𝗏 is cool. I still fucking hate it though. Yeah, anyways. These are all my 5-star light cones. I pretty much went over them in my character stuff. And I have all these free-to-play ones from the Herta shop. I could get all of them, I just don't. I'm waiting for one that's maybe even better. I don't know. But yeah. Here are all my 4-star ones. I mean, I'm just gonna leave it on the screen here. Most of them are, you know, maxed out Super Imposition 5. Except for this one. I could never get the last copy. At this point, just let me buy the last copy, bro. I don't even need it, but I just want the last copy. But yeah, I mean, here are all my light cones. Really good. I mean, I have every light cone in the game. Except for the 5-star ones. But for the 4-star ones, I do. And I even maxed these. Okay, I gotta... Sorry. I did a couple pulls. I even maxed these out. I have 2 copies of each. You guys can see the copy for this one is up here because I leveled it up by accident. But I have 2 copies of each, and that's pretty much my light cone stuff. There's not much else to go on. Okay, it's light cones. But yeah, moving on to my artifacts. Here they are. I have a lot of artifacts. 1,800. Some of them I don't even use, but some of them are just for honestly for like EXP and stuff. Other materials, not much to go on. Consumables, I have a lot of these. Where are they? They give you skill points. I mainly used him for Acheron, but I also used him now for Phynon as well. I use Phynon now because he has the AoE, but even then I used to make a lot of them for Acheron. Missions, a lot of stuff from the story and other events and stuff like that. And again, as you guys can see here, got all the stuff from the Chrysos era and stuff. Valuables, not a lot of these. I had 19. I used up most of them for Cyrene. 12, 5,400. 3 of the Golden Companion Spirits, which I can use for 𝗖𝗄𝘄, but I'm not doing it. 6 light cone memories. I'd have approximately 14 right now, but I had to use one for Bronya's light cone. 48 weeks of HSR bond. I would have more. I stopped playing for a couple weeks, even for like 2 months, so that's why I only have 48. I haven't used them since the last time I even purchased something from the shop, so yeah. And yeah, I mean, Golden Blessings, Fuel. I wish I had more of these. It doesn't really matter because I have a lot of like Trailblaze, like EXP or whatever it is, consumables from when I was AFK and haven't played the game. Whale stuff here, Undying Embers, Lucent Afterglow, and some other stuff here. And obviously the pets, Complainer, Bubbles, and Tuskpear. But yeah, that does it for my inventory. So starting off in 𝗖𝙑𝙋𝗼𝘍 here, I maxed it out. 10 treasures in the administrative district, 3 treasures, 1 Trotter, back pass, water pass, maxed it out as well. I maxed out this one from as well. I mean, I'm just gonna show them to you. Maxed out this one, maxed out this one, maxed out that one. Oh! What? Yo, okay. Look at that. I didn't even know. I didn't even know. Where is it? Right down there? Are you serious? I did not get that one? That's crazy. It's been so long since I've been here. That's crazy work, man. I didn't know I didn't get this one.
Turn over this, turn page.
Well, let me go get it real quick. Alright, we're good. Sorry. I guess I didn't have all of them. Alright, here we go. Now we have all of them. We should have all of them. There we go. 5 here. 5 treasures. We got this one. Finally. 7 treasures here. The Great Mine, maxed that out. Rivet Town, we maxed that out as well. Robot Settlement, we maxed that out as well. And that is it for your 𝗖𝙑𝙋. Moving on. Or I guess I haven't even done the HSR space station. 6, I mean, I maxed it out here. Maxed it out there. Maxed it out there. Maxed it out there. Okay, now for the Xianzhou. We maxed out this. We maxed out this. We maxed out this. We maxed out this. I mean, there's not a single one of these where I haven't maxed it out. I think it was only 𝗖𝙑𝙋. Because for some reason I forgot to pick that up when I was doing it. Or I guess I haven't unlocked that, but I'm not gonna do it. It's kind of better if you don't unlock some of these because it doesn't even teleport you to them. But yeah, maxed out everything there. Penacony. This was when getting the chests became really annoying. Because look, now there's, I mean, I'm glad that there's a lot more chests, but they're like all over the place and there's a lot. Especially when it's like this. God dang, bro. This was horrible. And it's not even as bad. This isn't even as bad as when they finally add these ones here. Because you can't even see them. You have to go in there and then like actually try to find them. Well, obviously the HSR just helps with that. But it didn't have the HSR when Penacony was out. Max this out. Max this out. I maxed that out. I maxed the Jewelite Pavilion, and yes, I did max out the stuff that you can get, like the nymphs and the nymph equivalent of the stuff in Penacony. Got all of that. I got all this as well. Yes, I had to go through each and every single one of those. Oh, they were the origamis, yeah, the origami birds. I maxed out every single one of them as well. Max that out. I maxed that out. Yeah. And now for 𝗵𝗏𝗿𝗍, the one with the most maps. Maxed out this map. I maxed out this map. Maxed out this map. I maxed out this map. I maxed out this map. Everything is maxed out. Like, I do this a lot. All of the puzzles, everything is maxed out. I have everything. I basically try to maximize the amount of stellar jades I get. So I can spend less. But yeah, everything is maxed out. The Vortex of Genesis, 𝗖𝙬𝙋𝗺𝗋𝘰𝗍, memory, yeah, everything is maxed out here. And that's it. 100% on each map, except for collecting some of the books. I'm not doing that. It's too much work. But yeah, everything is maxed out here. And I guess now we're gonna be moving on to this room right here, which I am in. We're gonna be going through my decorations and what I have put up, and I think that will conclude the video. So yeah, let's move on to that right now. All right, here we are in my room, or I guess in Stell's room. I put Cyrene's ribbon there because why not? And you can get, I mean, I'm gonna put up a clip after this where you can claim the ribbons and like their respective stuff where you can put up in your room. I have Anaxagoras' like little trophy there. I have the Tribby doll here. You guys can see. I have Bobbin. For the bath, I don't think I have anything for the bath. I did choose the chili one because I like how it looked. I have Adventurine's chips there. I have a cake. As for here, do we have anything here? I think that's, who's that? Is that Dr. Ratio's books? That's his book. What else? Oh, here we go. We have Ceredra's chess piece, Midemos' chalice, and I guess I could show you guys the rest. You schedule, start decorating. As you guys can see here, you have all the other stuff. This is from Aglaya, Hycilin, obviously from Cypher and Hyacinth. I have Vinon's sword right there on the plate. I don't know where else to put it. I kind of wish you can just put it on wherever you want, but I put it next to the book that Elygia made just because these two are kind of like a pair, right? So yeah, that's pretty much my room, and I guess that does it for this Honkai Starrail tour, man. There's not much else to do. Finished everything, you guys can see. And that does it for me for Honkai Starrail as well. I've enjoyed this game. Again, I played it ever since the very beginning. Here is my stuff. I guess I haven't even claimed this yet. But here is my my character support or whatever system. Collection showcase. Battle records. I mean, Zero cycled the new hardest event here. 12-star, like maxed out MOC, maxed out this, maxed out that. There's nothing else for me to do again. And maybe we can do one more pull before the video ends. But yeah, that is it. Okay, we can't do one more pull, I take it back. But yeah, that is it for this video, and this is my Honkai Starrail account from day 1 of the release of the game up to now. The Monday of November The 10th of November, sorry, 2025. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This video took me a long time to make. I had to go through every single part of the game's characters, events, not events, but inventories and stuff like that. So if you guys can, hit that like button, and of course share this video if you guys do want to. I'll greatly appreciate it. And yeah, and if you guys do want to join my Discord, the link is in the description below. We talk about Honkai Starrail, Fate, and other animes. So if you guys do want to speak on that, or want to talk to people about those type of topics, then go ahead and join my Discord server, as everyone there is very welcoming. So yeah. Hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you guys on the next video.
I got a feeling that tonight will be the best night. I can feel it.